The paper crown. Teachers can always tell, my mentor used to say. They just don't always know the whole story. I learned the truth of those words during my first year teaching 5th grade. There was a boy in my class named Daniel. He was restless, easily distracted, and sometimes a little too loud. Other teachers labeled him difficult, but I noticed something different. Beneath all that noise, there was a child who was desperately trying to be seen. One afternoon, I made a silly promise to the class. If everyone finishes their reading project on time, I announced, I'll wear whatever costume you design for me for an entire day. The room exploded with excitement. Kids cheered, throwing ideas at me like confetti. I laughed, pretending to be brave, though I feared they'd choose something ridiculous. 2 weeks later, every student completed the project. Every student except Daniel. He came to me after school, eyes fixed on the floor. "I'm sorry, miss. I couldn't finish," he whispered. His voice was so small, it almost broke my heart. I told the class they had still won. "We're a team," I said, and I could see Daniel's face soften with relief, like someone had lifted a heavy stone from his chest. The next Monday, they presented my costume, a bright, glittery paper crown and a cape covered with cartoon dragons. I wore it proudly, marching into school like a parade of one. Children pointed and laughed. "Look, she's the Queen of Dragons," they shouted. Even the principal smiled, shaking his head. Daniel laughed the hardest. He clapped his hands, tears of joy in his eyes, chanting, "The Queen! The Queen!" His laughter echoed down the hallway, pure and wild. During lunch, another teacher, Mrs. Harper, pulled me aside. She was crying near the sink. "Could you take my duty today?" she asked, wiping her cheeks. I just can't stop." I felt a knot form in my throat. "What happened?" I asked. She told me about Daniel's file, foster homes, a mother battling addiction, nights spent in cars, neighbors calling social services after hearing screams. He had rarely laughed in any classroom before. "This is the first time I've seen him happy," she said, and it hit me all at once. I turned away so the children wouldn't see my own tears. The glitter on my crown blurred as I tried to breathe. After school, Daniel handed me a folded drawing. "It's for you, miss. Thanks for not giving up on me." I couldn't speak. I just hugged him, feeling how thin his shoulders were. That evening, I sat alone in my classroom, the paper crown on the desk. It looked childish, almost foolish, yet it had unlocked a door years of adults hadn't been able to open. Teachers can tell, yes, but sometimes all a wounded child needs is one small promise, a little kindness, and permission to laugh without fear. And sometimes the teacher has to step outside and cry just to protect that smile.